And we're back for some more commentating from the illustrious General Lots. Now, for those that care about meta shit, these are going to be going up over a couple of week period, over a few weeks, you see. Whereas I'm recording them all in one day. It's October the 9th, 2014, and I'm just recording one right after the other because, you know, I'm kind of on a roll here. This, of course, is Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues, a game I didn't own back when I was a kid. Oh, look at all that shit in the background. Look at all those books. Look at the Super Nintendo. My first fan is in the background. And we got my Jurassic Park toys. I wanted a Jungle Explorer. I wanted the Bush Devil Tracker, and I certainly wanted that command, but I never could find one on the old eBay. But these are my original Jurassic Park things. I had to dig them out of boxes. And look at that! Look at the quality of that movie! It certainly has improved, hasn't it, from Jurassic Park, the arcade game? It's pretty much the same clip. I loved The Lost World only for the parts with fucking Pete. I forget his last name. Actually, no, I don't. See, that's the thing. In these videos, I could say I don't remember, and you guys wouldn't know. I just can't pronounce his last name. I'm not even going to try. But I loved that character. He was so cool. Oh, yeah, once again, this is where General Ott steps up to talk about stuff that nobody else talks about. Yeah, there were a bunch of Jurassic Park comics that took place directly after the movie and had the original characters in it. And I have yet to even read them. I'm talking about them mainly just talking about their synopsises, or synopsi, but I can't find these. Can't even find torrents of them. Well, or at the very least, I couldn't find them then. I've had no reason to look for them now. But I'd love to actually read these. I know they're not going to be very good, but the storylines that I've read about sound kind of interesting. They sound kind of cool, really. The covers notwithstanding, but really the game. In fact, it wasn't until I started looking at these comics I realized the game storyline actually followed some of them. Really, I was just going to review the game on its own merit. Now, of course, this is yet another game that I played back in the day, even though I didn't own it. It was rented on many occasions, and then years later I would go on to purchase it. And the cart itself doesn't work very well, unfortunately. You got to smack it a bit. I'm guessing like some of the context might not be well seated or something along those lines. But, you know, I always like how it all goes around the Raptors. Everybody liked the Raptors, and you know what? The Raptors are kind of cool. Oh yeah, I did read Return to Jurassic Park, though. I did find a torrent for that, and only that, and it wasn't very good. It just sort of ended before, like, you could actually, before anything happened, really. Oh yeah, and then there's like, see, like, I'm pretty sure Hot Cuisine might have actually explained, because, like, there's this weird mystery that's started up, where, like, there's this green light, so I imagine, like, the Jurassic Park universe might actually have had, like, some alien technology or something, which would be cool, actually, because it would all make a bit more sense, you know? But who else would talk about the Jurassic Park comics, other than me? Nobody. Oh, yeah, then I like talking, like, Sam Neill here is, like, a proto-Daniel Jackson. In fact, he kind of is, you know? Daniel Jackson was, like, the awesome adventure archaeologist, you know? Because, see, like, you might say that, like, well, wouldn't Indiana Jones be like that? And no, he wouldn't, because Indiana Jones was already awesome when you meet him. Whereas Daniel Jackson starts out kind of like this wimpy guy, and so does Sam Neill a bit. And then they get stronger and stronger throughout their respective films and TV shows. Then, of course, I talk about this game. Haven't reviewed that one yet. Probably never will, unfortunately. But I do rather like Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. Now, I actually learned of Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, not on my own. Wasn't just, like, looking at the list of games and, like, going, oh, was this any good, is that any good? No. I learned of that game from an internet reviewer who doesn't do anything anymore. I don't remember who he was, but I remember he used to do some hilarious shit. Really funny stuff, and I wish I could remember what that guy's name. He didn't actually have a name. He was one of those people that, like you know who Spoonie is, you know who the Angry Video is, because they give you their names. Whereas this guy was just a screen name. I don't remember who he is though. Like, he stopped making reviews years and years ago. But I remember he reviewed Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. Oh yeah, way to go, General Ott's having a bit of Jurassic Park Rampage Edition invading Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues. Way to go there with the design. Oh yeah, and of course we gotta flip that on, because if we don't, they might not think it's on, and... Hey, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I want you guys to know something. I didn't emulate this shit. This game is fucking hard. People want to talk about, oh, Dark Souls is so hard. No, it's not. Classic games were hard before Dark Souls even existed. And I can tell you, this game was hard as... I'd say hard as balls, but what kind of balls are we talking about? Hard as balls of steel, ladies and gentlemen. It was that bad. You want to know something? There's going to be something you guys are going to see. You're going to see some footage I just downloaded off YouTube. You know why? Because no matter how long I spent, no matter how hard I tried, I was incapable of getting to that point. And when I was practicing the game to actually get the footage, because once again we're using the Dazzle DHC crappity crapperoo on a laptop that has almost no hard drive space. I can't just play it for hours and hours. And this is back when I was like, I've got artistic integrity. I shall not emulate these games if I own them. What's funny is I think of the Seinfeld joke of, you're not an artist and you don't have... There, this is downloaded. This is downloaded. You might be able to tell, you might not be able to tell. Oh yeah, this is back when I had no friends, and so... Yeah, that's why there's no co-op going on here. Oh, I don't have any friends. Oh dear. But anyway, yeah, I'm not an artist and I don't have any integrity. That's why these days I will emulate the shit out of anything. Because, damn, son, doing this. You know how this is working? I'm working both controllers. Why? Because I'm pathetic, or at least I was then. But, damn, when I practice this game, because I would sometimes have to practice these things, I got to that point that footage where I ripped, I got to that point, and I died shortly thereafter. Never could get there again, no matter how hard I tried. Which sucked. And here I'm talking about the music. I love that Jurassic Park SNES, the first Jurassic Park game on the Super Nintendo. Its music. The gameplay isn't as fun as this one is. I never really was a top-down fan, but the music was really good. Where's this? You know, the music was good in this one too, but nah. The gameplay in this was at least more fun. I never beat this game. I don't think anybody. I think it's one of those games that nobody ever beat. You know, really, Dark Souls. Oh yeah, here's this. I just show the entire clip here without any voiceover by me. Just look at this. Look at how cool this looks. This looks like a legit cartoon of some description. I mean, this is on a Super Nintendo. Shit like this was not seen. And it's just... I can't even really mock this. I thought I might do like an MST3K thing, and I was always... There's nothing to mock. It's just... We gotta send some guys into Jurassic Park. We got this guy here who reminds me of somebody from a Disney film, that Atlantis thing. They send in choppers. I think that chopper might have hit that guy. Oh, it's a dinosaur! Where were these? Oh yeah, we shoot these guys later on. It's still cool though. You got these Marines here, but oh, there's probably not even Marines there. You got these mercs. Got these mercs dropping into Jurassic Park, gonna shoot up the place, and it's awesome. You should be able to play as a merc instead of just Grant, going full Daniel Jackson. So yeah, we got Jeff Goldblum on the Jeep. We got in the background Pete. Not even gonna try on that cool Hummer. Got that for a Christmas present actually once. Even back as a kid, I was totally for the Hunter guys. I mean, even on the box for Roland, the character's name is Roland Timbo. For Roland Timbo's character, he was supposed to be an evil hunter. I didn't buy that shit. And also, why is Jeff Goldblum there? Well, I actually got that as a gift from some relative. And still, Jeff Goldblum was kind of cool. It was kind of cool back then. I thought he was kind of cool at least. His character wasn't in the movie, and that was one of the first movies where I actually was annoyed by some of those characters. But I liked the hunters and their vehicles, and they came in, they captured the dinosaurs. I thought that was awesome. Those guys should have been the main characters, you know? But of course they weren't, because the dinosaurs have to be protected from the evil humans, even though they're genetically engineered creatures that technically don't have an ego. And actually, you know, there's an argument that could be made that these dinosaurs should actually all be destroyed because they would destroy any ecosystem they were put into. You know? So the more environmentally conscious thing would be to have the dinosaurs only be in a bloody zoo because, well, they're bad for an ecosystem. Put a fucking raptor in a jungle, it's gonna kill everything. Including the humans, unless they got guns. So yeah. But, you know, this level here was actually one of the easier levels, believe it or not, for me to get to that point where, like, there was the emergency missions. There's no way you could finish this game without save states. And, you know, after playing this game to review it, I don't want to play it again. This is actually a requested review, believe it or not, by some people. Oh, you can see in the background there's a little die-cast Jurassic Park car. Love those things. Still do, even after all these years. I still like the Jurassic Park cars. Be they from Lost World or Jurassic Park itself. In fact, there's a little car that drives around Houston, painted up like the Jurassic Park cars from the first movie. It's always cool. I have some pictures of it, but I have yet to post them because I don't know where the pictures are. Maybe this level wasn't too bad, but this is definitely another classic SNES gem, even if it's horribly difficult. Because graphically and sound-wise and presentation-wise, it really is just one of those games that transcends its era, you know? This is another game that needs some sort of an HD remake with save states. No, with checkpoints. Fuck save states. It'd be kind of cool just to have a checkpoint now and again, more health packs and stuff like that. That'd be awesome, actually. Some indie guy, do it! Stop drinking beer steins and get to work. Look at all those books over there. That's like hardly any books, by the way. Most of my books are just in boxes. And then these days, I don't even read paperback books most of the time. Although I say that, and I'm reading a paperback book right now. Most of the time, I like to just read off of a Nook, because I don't have room for any more books. But even I break my own rule now and again. I just get my ass kicked in this game. But it's still cool. I think I even make a reference to a book series that more people should read than not. Called The Old Man's War, because like they have these things. They have like these multi-guns that can like shoot missiles or standard machine gun bullets or like grenades or plasma things. Mainly because it's all like taking it from a block of like nano machines. So it kind of makes sense for this thing. I was able to dodge one shot, then got shot twice, because I am cool. But wouldn't it be cool if like this was the Lost World where you got Alan Grant going on like a one... I'd like to see Sam Neill just being this action hero. You know, Sam Neill is actually kind of is an actor that is unfortunately kind of obscure. And everybody just remembers from Jurassic Park, but I really liked him in that one film by John Carpenter that I can't remember where he was trying to fight Cthulhu. Or something like that. He was trying to fight some cosmic horror guy. And then there was one early movie of his that I watched, and I remember nothing about it because it was really boring, called Sleeping Dogs. I got it mainly because I was like, this sounds like that game. A game I can't remember either because I don't think I've played it, or I might have. My brain is not working, but anyway, it was a weird movie. I think it was like a New Zealand film, because Sam Neill is a New Zealander that I discovered. He's not like... You can't just say, he's English! No, because a lot of people speak with an accent that to us Americans sound the same. But he's from New Zealand, and he was in a New Zealand film about like some government trying to take over the country and run it like a dictatorship or something. I forget. It was some 70s thing. Or like oil was like scarce, and it was scarce in the 70s for a little bit because of some embargo, but it was actually pretty good, and even if the movie itself was utterly forgettable and boring. And then, of course, one of other Sam Neill's great roles that I did watch back in the day when it came out because my family was awesome, and still is, actually. Event Horizon. Loved that movie as a kid. Maybe thinking, oh dear, no wonder John is so messed up. He watched horror movies as a kid. Yeah. So the fuck what? I'm reminded of Christopher Titus, the comedian. You see... Screwed up people, they know what to do during an emergency. All you normal people be running around going, oh dear, what shall we do now? All in all reality, I'm as far from screwed up as possible. It's actually quite funny, really. How normal I am in some respects. But I'm cool in other respects. But anyway. But yeah, Sam Neill was great in Event Horizon. It was very... Event Horizon was a very cheesy movie. But it was that good kind of cheese, you know? The kind of cheese that just... It's memorable. Like, I always loved... I love that line that he said towards the end. I know it's supposed to be scary, but even when I was a kid, it wasn't scary. It's like, where we're going, you won't need eyes to see. Oh yeah, that joke where like, fuck you, Mario. Fuck you, random... Even the... I don't get why this paleontologist, you know, he's working for Biosyn. He's getting paid like, you know, $150,000 a year or more. He sees you roll up with this assault rifle, shooting his guards, and he thinks he's the one that can take you out. So he's gonna pull out this little pistol. We're not gonna say a Glock because Glocks are way too generic. He pulls out this H&K pistol. You know, he spent like $5,000 on. He thinks he's gonna take you, and he just gets shot once with a shotgun. Let's see, what does it say? Biohazard. Everything's a biohazard in this thing. Oh no, InGen! They're inventing the T-virus! They're going to incubate it in dinosaurs! Incidentally, that happened in one of the Resident Evil books. Not where InGen did it, but like Umbrella basically designed this giant dinosaur monster. Honestly, I still like the Resident Evil books more than I ever did the games. You know what game I didn't review? That I'd like to review at some point? Resident Evil 4. I love that game. I'm pretty sure every non-Resident Evil fan loves Resident Evil 4 because it's actually, you know, fun! There was one other Resident Evil game I was going to try to play through, and it pissed me off way too much. Resident Evil Revelations. It's just the controls really pissed me off. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, if this were Dead Space, I could just move away easily, but in this, it's like, it just doesn't work. Oh, yeah, I remember this part. You want to know something strange that we're looking at here? Not only do I like the concept of running away from a giant creature whilst shooting it in the back of a Jeep, but also, look at how small that T-Rex is. It's like a fucking dwarf T-Rex. It's a Hobbit Rex. And then you die. How are you supposed to know that? How are you supposed to know that? You're supposed to jump on that? How am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to see that? I'd have reflexes like fucking Master Chef. Oh yeah, look at that! Wow, General Ots can edit well. He edit good. This is another review that I actually kind of enjoyed sitting through. These reviews actually were better than I remember, if I do say so myself, and I did say so myself. Why did I move the car? Or do I have two cars? Because I'm seeing another Jurassic Park car, and I don't think I owned two of them at the time. Move your big fat head, you bastard! You did move that car! Why'd you move that? Oh yeah, fuck him. I don't even know why I did this. And then I have like Metallica fucking playing. I don't even know what this joke was about. Without context, this makes no sense. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but my brain was once again replaced with Folgers crystals. I always love. See, you know, I eventually got more relaxed as the rod was removed from my spinal column. I just love how I'd always stand there like, I am a robot thinking. I am computing. The Bat computer is computing Batmanic things. I always have the. This is General Ots, and I'll hold up just the one finger because that's cool. Or whatever makes you happy. And then there's the. What the fuck is that? It's a dinosaur! That was something I just found randomly. Alright. So that's another review commentated. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later.